is your character?
Oh, it feels good knowing that somebody has to beat me.
Sugar Shane Johnson. 2023 is his year.
The reigning champion from last season, this season, the next season, and the season after that.
Round 1. Fight! Knockout!
I have a very important announcement. It is time for the CSC Challenger Series from Partners Promoting Darts. And Sean's got a mustache. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShare in the background. Boy, oh boy, are we in for a good one with that lip stash. We are rocking this evening. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. We got some lip carpet. It is rocking. It is rolling. What do you got for us, my guy?
Hey, my upper lip is ready to party, and so am I. We got Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series tonight. This is what happens when your wife isn't home to tell you you've made a bad decision. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. Listen, last week, James Edwards defeats Todd Wigman 9-4. He averaged a 4.74. Really awesome. Monday, Jeremiah Millar, just beasts it, so to speak, defeating Kenny Doyle 9-2 with a 5.88 average. That's a good average, buddy.
I would say that's a pretty good average. I mean, my goodness, but here's the thing, dude. Like, what about the other averages in our CSC Division 1?
Yeah.
Like, just
still
amazing.
It wasn't top.
It still wasn't the top. We still had what? Two more, one more at least?
Yeah, I don't know how Leonard played, but I'm going to guess he played well because his average right now is a 5.74.
I don't think that's
Mike Maloney averaging a 5.91.
I don't think Leonard's got to play though, since I think he's still traveling back from the seniors event. But
I thought I saw him play last. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It'd be remarkable if he made it back and is playing already. That man, talk about no jet lag whatsoever. Bam, bam. Well, but we got CSC Division 2 this evening, and it should be a good one as we've got Mr. Minnesota Ken Ripp taking on Daryl Cortez. And I'm looking forward to this exciting matchup because Daryl's been on the stream multiple times before. He's shot pretty well in the past, including, I believe, he made a finals berth versus Chris Watson, I believe, right?
Yeah, he did. He actually was the king seat. He got double dipped in that season. He's playing out of the stadium. His nickname is Diesel, DZL. He's only been playing for 5 years, so I hate him already. His MPR is a 51.9. Or that's not NPR. His win percentage is a 51.9. And he's throwing a 4.38 average, which is impressive. But playing for Star Cities Amusements. He's throwing Dr. Death's 13-gram darts, which sound daunting. And light, to say the least. But yeah, so he defeated John Bunnell week 1 and then lost to Randy White last week. He has 12 9 marks with 1 white horse, 24 7 marks, 45 5 marks, and 25 games played. He's been playing pretty well, but I could see that average going up a lot.
I certainly could, but Mr. Lip Sweater, take a look at that. Take a look at that MPR there, 4.38. Now you mentioned it. Now how about we hop over to Ken Ripp and you just keep your eyes in the same spot? It doesn't change. What the heck is that? Duck Sports Bar for Ken Ripp. Rip City is his nickname, 30 plus years on the board, so a lot more experience than Mr. Daryl Cortez. But yeah, 4.38 MPR, which is exactly the same, 43.3 win percentage, and making a CSC stream debut. How about that for Mr. Ken Ripp? Just saw him this past weekend at Shark Tank as well.
Yeah, he's throwing those juggernaut darts. His partner in everything that they do is Rick Hensey, so he gets to play with the best up there in Minnesota, and it makes him one of the best as well. But yeah, playing for Midwest Coin. He's a former Division I player. Lost to Brett Hollanday week 1 and then defeated Kyle Liddicky week 2. Good stuff there.
Oh, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. But I'm looking forward to this matchup. I said it before. I'll say it again until I die because Minnesota versus Texas here. And we're taking a live look from the stadium. As we know, this is a frequent bar that we feature on our stream. Pretty popular areas. We got Ram Guevara Jr. stepping through in the background. One
Look at
of
those
our rocking them, right? He's our CSC Division 1 participant. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this one. As I say, you couldn't ask for a nicer guy in Ken Ripp. Phenomenal person through and through. I mean, just couldn't ask for another. I can't speak volumes of that guy.
No, and same thing for Daryl Cortez. Extremely nice, extremely humble, and he's just going to go out there. He's going to make it look like he's not even trying, and you're going to see some great darts out of him tonight.
I would
That's
agree.
for sure.
I would agree, Cookie Duster.
I'm not even sure what you just said, but let's go over the format for the CSC Challenger Series. If you've never watched before, it is a double elimination style tournament. Both of these players are on the loser side of the bracket. So if you lose, you're out. Players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is that PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance and we go for speed, the players will cork for start in the last leg decider. Buddy, we have not even hugged a potential last leg decider yet in CSC Season 5 on the stream.
That is crazy. That is crazy, man, that we haven't had that. Usually it's by this point we've at least had one, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of lopsided overall for the CSC, which is interesting. Just it's kind of a weird phenomenon that's gone on.
A little jitters there from Ken Ripp getting us started here. Daryl Cortez out to the races, though, with a 7 mark.
Yeah, huge shout out to Bill Vollmer in the chat saying that he watched me throw some great darts. Better darts from Bubba. Shout out to Bubba Hines there for just making my trip on the siege really quick. So it was fun. I had to shave after last night to make myself not look like myself anymore because I was getting embarrassed.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you, Mouth Main, who do you got for the winning score line here?
I'm going to take Daryl, and I'm going to take Daryl 9-6 as my final score prediction. What about you, buddy? Let me mustache you a question. Who do you have in this one?
I've got the score line. I love Ken to death. But I think Daryl is going to come out on front in this one, 9-4. And that seems hefty, but I don't know. We'll see. I think Ken's got it in him, but who knows? Daryl seems like he's been in this position before. Sometimes that CSC stream debut can run you, but then again, Ken's been on my stream for numerous occasions, but this seems a little bit different when the feature is you.
Well, let's be honest. Both these guys have pressure on them, and it's because it's the loser side of the bracket. You don't want to go out this early in the CSC Challenger Series. It's week 3. Daryl Cortez was probably one of the favorites coming into the season. Ken Ripp was probably up there in the top half of favorites for this season, being a Division 1 challenger in the past. And one of them is going to be home, And I do have to ask you, the whole time, from the time I showed my camera to you, as we get our first boom goes the dynamite there for Ken Ripp getting us started with that one. Did you just look up different names for mustaches?
What are you talking about, Crumb Catcher?
Oh boy.
It's going to be a glorious night.
Look at this from Ken Ripp. Oh, the Trip 2, the Daunted Trip 2. But what a great 6 mark.
Anytime you put a lip sweater in front of me, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Oh boy. Did you say a Ripp sweater? Because Ken Ripp is ripping up the dartboard right now.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's in for a good one tonight. How about this from Ken Ripp? Take advantage.
Dynamite, Ken Ripp. That's a second of the evening in leg number 1. And we called Daryl Cortez as the winner. Hefty winner. We'll see if that sticks.
Ken probably heard that and said, no, gentlemen. No.
Like, that's cute.
We do forget that his good friend is Rick Kinsey, so he's probably had some good warm up, and he goes double for a 5.48.
Not bad. Hey, to tell you how prepared I am for tonight, I did not even bring my notebook out, and I just realized that because normally I would write down the score here. Nope, no idea.
That is absolutely terrible, my guy.
Listen, I had to shave the mustache or shave into the mustache, and so that took up a lot of time. Daryl Cortez with a 7 mark to get us started here in leg number 2. That's how he started leg number 1, and it did him no good. Marcus Polk, again, likes to be wrong right away. Daryl 9-0. I think this is the second week in a row that he's put that score line in the chat after the first leg was won by the opponent. I see what he's doing now. Appreciate it. Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this matchup. We've seen it from a lot of people as we get a boom goes the Texan there for Daryl Cortez. Diesel.
We're getting spoiled early in this one, baby.
What is going on?
Got 3 9s already. How about this? I'm going to give you an under-over line for our 9 marks here this evening. I'm going to go with a good line. I'm going to go with a good line indeed. How about 20.5 9 marks? Is it under or is it over?
Under.
Under for 20.5.
I said it at the same time as Nick, and I'm not sure because we said it at the exact same time. I'm going to say under. I think that's way too high. We didn't even reach that last night. Yeah, we did. Barely.
Yeah, I was about to say, did we?
Barely, though. But it's also because it was 11 legs total.
Maybe I'm just giving high lines. I could be giving high lines. We got a lot of unders rolling in.
Well, Mike Scarborough says, my heart would say Ripp, but my wallet would say Cortez, 9-7.
What do you think about this? We're almost through the second leg. What if we go 9-8?
I'm blinking right now and missing legs. Like, that's what's happening with how quickly these guys are throwing and how quickly they are just tearing up the dartboard. It's a good start. I don't think we have a single over.
None yet.
A 5.57 from Daryl Cortez in leg number 2. So he lets everybody know, hey, I can also shoot a 5.5 plus. Donald, the first one, says, I feel like it would be over. 24 tonight. And my God, Nick, if you keep doing that, I'm going to punch you in the face virtually as he keeps yawning into his microphone.
Yeah.
He played softball today.
He acts like he's somebody.
He was going to tell us that he played softball today, and then I beat him to it. He doesn't even have to. He has to not even push a button tonight. His little finger doesn't have to be tired at all.
All right. Lip curtain. Our Division 2 matches have been pretty solid, I would say, as far as averages go. Do you think this one holds true? Do you think we have better averages than their current averages, or do they go under?
I mean, right now, as we get another boom goes the dynamite there for Daryl Cortez, the 4th on the stream so far. They both got to be over the 4.38 tonight. I mean, obviously they are right now, but I'm saying overall, I would say that they are gonna be over that number.
I'll second that, Soup Strainer.
Just call this a lip burn. Jeremiah in there asking what the score is. It's 1-1. Maya, thanks for tuning in with us. Monday, he won 9-2. My goodness.
Oh, Rip. Come on, baby. Oh, good
You
6
blew
mark,
it.
though. You blew it.
Hey, Will, A to Z Darts is featuring the Unicorn Pro Tech series as their September Dart of the Month. Receive a free goodie bag with each Unicorn Pro Tech Darts purchase and 15% off the range. You can also take advantage of their Win More Zanati on sale ending soon, September 13th. Click the banner on their homepage to get 10% off the Zanati range or check out the new Red Panda fit flights over at a-cdarts.com.
Yeah, I hear there's a new deal coming out here shortly, and like maybe tomorrow. I got some inside information on that, so keep an eye out on their Facebook page.
Love
Can't go
new
wrong.
deals.
Can't go wrong.
Hey, how about this? In Division 2 fashion, you leave a comment in our chat tonight, you're going to be automatically entered in tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A-to-Z-Darts.com. We are raffling off a $15 gift certificate to A-Z-Darts.com. Just leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook pages. We'll automatically enter you in for this chance. Daryl Cortez starting to put the pedal to the floor in his diesel
Man.
truck.
He is getting it this evening. We are getting a treat so far in this Division 2. My word.
Big darts there. Daryl Cortez playing out of Houston, Texas at the stadium. Ken Ripp, St. Cloud, Minnesota is where he is playing at Ducks Bar and Grill, which is pretty awesome name for a bar.
That is pretty nice. Just like Cookie Duster is a pretty good name for that mustache.
Hey, I like some cookies. Stephanie Bayer saying watching from Wisconsin, not Wisconsin. That's not a thing. Hey, how about this? One of my students said that her grandfather is from Wisconsin, watches our stuff all the time, and actually his dart room is filled with a whole bunch of Boom Goes the Wisconsinite stuff. And she said it's really awkward. So shout out.
Cortez needing 3 bulls.
Doesn't get it.
Ken
Ken
Ripp
Ripp.
looking for the opportunity to take this leg here.
He's going to rip it from Daryl's clutches. Maybe. Oh, no. He gave a little leg kick. Oh,
Always
it looks like
redo.
it's in. Daryl's like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Daryl doesn't care. He's not going to make him take the picture. Cody Hare said, I have no idea, so I'm going to trust Mike. That's a bold move. 9-6 Ken Ripp.
Well, how about that? 4.80 to a 5.44 there. That's pretty good little discrepancy, but Ken able to come out on top 2-1, stealing the leg away. I mean, can you consider it stealing? Although he had the start in that leg, so.
Hey, sometimes going first makes all the difference, and it happened to in that one. And the only reason why it was stolen is because Daryl had 3 darts at 3 bulls to win the leg and missed the last dart. Allie's been with us pretty much every week, cheering on Ken Ripp this week. Allie, I see you in the chat all the time. Steve asking, it's Ducks a speakeasy. Do you have to quack to get in? You guys crack me up. I'm telling you what. Daryl Cortez. My goodness, 7 mark. Josh Morrison from Indiana sending us 100 stars. Justin said, why no for Florida? Not sure what you mean there, but yay, Florida. I don't know. But Justin, we have Nick who's from Florida, so he's representing Florida tonight.
But we treat him like crap because, I mean, he's from Florida. Come on.
It's the basement of the United States.
I mean, really. It's the
I played softball today.
It's the armpit in the USA.
I think he just tried to say he played softball today.
That's probably what he said. I played softball, guys. Calm down.
Corpus Christi, Texas in the chat. Jacob Worthy in there saying, Totes forgot we could send stars. Jacob was trying to hype train this thing early on in the chat. I told you should just repeated what he said, but you went like real aggressive in your opening. Peoria, Illinois from Justin Boyd. If Florida is America's mullet, what is America's mustache?
John Green.
Jeremy Byrne was the correct answer, but you were close.
Oh, my goodness.
Daryl Cortez about to take this one. Going to average about a 5.68 if he hits a double bowl. but now way worse than that. Ooh. Oh, he gets it
Hello.
on dart 3. 4.83. Arizona from Franny in the chat. Green Springs, Ohio from Mr. Rick Askins. What's up, brother? Paul in Kentucky? Mike Maloney, Canada? No, there's no way. Now you
San
guys are just making
Diego?
stuff up. I'm Ron Burgundy.
I was trying to start off with I have a very important announcement, just like Ron Burgundy.
That was
If
good.
you
All
didn't
right, now I
catch
get it. Now I get it. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Now you finally get it. It's about time you got that lip sweater. Listen, Stash, you've done some pretty good things in your life, but this may top them all. That freaking mustache is amazing.
It's a good one. You know, it's
It
slightly
is.
it's creepy enough to where you're gonna keep your distance most likely, but
And
it's also cool enough to where you might be intrigued.
And you know what the best thing about it is come next week, we're gonna know that Megan told you to shave it off because it's gonna be gone.
I have a good feeling it'll be gone right after this match ends.
Yeah.
Because I have to go to school tomorrow, and I cannot have 7th graders
Please.
staring
Please,
at my
Sean.
face all day.
Please, Sean. You can come in and farva it up for the kids. I need a 2-liter of cola.
I don't want a large farva.
You should double down. Instead of a liter,
Jason
2
Rudolph
liters,
saying, "Hey,
just
Will,
put
Nick,
it
and the
on.
lip toupee." It is real. It is real. Unlike the one that you wore when you were in England.
You've got a good nickname for a mustache. Throw it in here for Sean, please. We would love to have it. Name some pretty good ones this evening. The Flavor Saver's another good one for you. In Ripp, looking for the win here. Go 3-2 up potentially.
Brandon Neal trying to get me to say car ramrod. Ah, dang it.
See it. See it.
Yeah, Jesse in there saying the superintendent of the school will make you shave that off. I have not seen the superintendent of our school in a very long time. He doesn't show up all the time. I'm also wearing the Booyah hat too, so I wanted to really represent Jeremy Byrne tonight. Trying to get back on his good side.
It's actually Jeremy Byrne's brother joining us this evening. Sean
Yep.
Byrne.
Oh boy. Hey, how about Jacob in the chat with us from Lost Boy Darts? A whom broom?
I like that. I like that.
I like it.
I think he knows. I think that was something else that he was talking about, but we won't discuss that.
Oh boy. Daryl has started off with a 7 mark, I think, every time.
That little jump up with excitement there from Ken Ripp.
He does that little movement on Dart 3 sometimes. Chris Kuhn saying Ken Ripp's going to pull off the upset. I'm going to say I wouldn't say that it's quite an upset. They're both averaging a 4.38. I think this match was picked because of how good it's going to be, you know? Scuba Steve in the chat. What's up, brother? One of our favorite Wisconsinites.
I think in honor of this evening, this from Daryl Cortez. I think in honor of this evening, I think that all the gentlemen participating in TOC that can grow a mustache should definitely grow a mustache for TOC.
I say the ladies
concur.
do it too.
The ones that can.
Anyone and everyone.
Daryl
Somebody-
Cortez, a nice 5 mark, a 4.75 to a 4.67. It is a 3-2 scoreline lead for Ken Ripp here in leg number 6. I mean, we've been talking about mustaches so long, we've actually missed a lot of legs of darts, it seems like.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Well, I've seen every one of them, but it's been these have been quick, real quick matches. It's 9:55. You probably start about 9:40, and so 15 minutes for 5 legs of darts. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been going pretty quick here. These guys don't mess around.
Scuba, if you're shooting Porky tomorrow, I'm sure he'll be dead, not alive.
Well, Porky did have quite a few honey butter chicken biscuits while at Shark Tank this past weekend. Dude, I saw this guy.
The poultry.
This guy looked at me. He was eating a pork chop plate. 2 pork chops, mashed potatoes, broccoli. All right, pretty good size helping. Looks at me and he goes, "Hey, dude, this is so good. I ordered another one." I said, "Good God, Porky." I saw him eat the next plate. Within 2 hours, the dude was having a big salad, French fries covered in queso.
He almost had healthy food, but then he had to do
Bro,
the French fries with queso.
Let me tell you what, the man can eat. I caught him twice running up to my cameras, eating in front of him.
You're getting some questions in the chat there, buddy. About how much
see here.
Whataburger?
Hey, at least it wasn't the burger itself, because let me tell you what, glorified Sonic is what Whataburger is when it comes to burgers.
Hey, how about the wonderful Lisa Tyler in the chat? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, yeah. Great, lovely Miss Lisa Tyler from California.
Heck of a shot.
Definitely so.
Well, Daryl's looking pretty good to win this one. So far, we've been chalk, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, looking at a 3-3 score line potentially. Going into a last leg decider before our break. Who's going to come or go into our break leading this one is the question. How dare I question these guys right now? 4.71 there for Daryl and a 4.22 for Ken.
Tony in there saying glorified Sonic. You watch your mouth, sir. Except he said hatch your mouth, sir, but I'm going to guess he meant watch.
I can't help it, man. Can't help it.
You hatch your mouth. That's a new saying.
Hey, the only thing good at Whataburger is that banana pudding shake. And their patty melt's pretty decent. Let's put it that way. The honey butter chicken biscuit was pretty good too. We'll put it that way. I won't go fully. I'll say a couple items.
You're the guy who goes on vacation and gets McDonald's though, so you don't really get to talk.
Hey, nothing beats a good Freddy's when it comes to burgers.
The first time Will came to Florida, he was excited to try Checkers for the first time, and that's a low bar.
It is,
bro. The fries. The fries
are gas.
Okay, I'm about to say, yeah, watch it, boy. You're welcome.
Well, now I'm hungry, and Daryl Cortez throws in a 7 mark to take another lead here in this leg.
I don't know how 500 people are listening to this right now, but
dude, it's gotten it's grown in size, and I don't know how. We've been talking about mustaches and food the entire time.
Well, to have it mentionable that unfortunately, for time reasons, isn't in their interviews. But when I had a chat with Daryl, I asked him about who the best player in Texas is. He's like, well, besides the obvious of Leonard Gates right now, right? I mean, no one's going to argue that. He's like, personally, the one that I think is the best as far as progress and what he's doing for the game in the local scene.
Boom goes the dynamite. Sorry, I had to do that one.
Absolutely, go for it. Is Ram Guevara. He says that Ram Guevara Jr. has just been doing so much strides in his own personal game that's truly been inspiring a lot of others in the scene.
I mean, you just think of how many great players play at the stadium alone, right? And Ram is starting to become a very, very good top shot.
I mean, comparative to when we first saw him in the CSC to now, even, I mean, he went from being a 4-4 to 4-5 player to easily being in the 5s.
You're forgetting one person. An awfully tall individual out of Texas.
Zach Hunter, absolutely. I'm just going off what Daryl said. He's the insider on here, but Zach Hunter,
Hey.
you're absolutely right. Top tier shot as well.
Zach Hunter's starting to be somebody when it comes to darts, man. He is. I think he's averaging over 5, if I'm not mistaken, in Division 1.
A 4.96. Rams at a 5.19. So
Pretty impressive.
we're just going off of that, you know. But yeah, I agree. Very impressive darts.
The other one.
Boom goes the Minnesotan.
That's 4 for Ken.
Actually, Ken is originally from Wisconsin, so I can say Wisconsinite.
That you could. Justin says, are we going to go to a good barbecue place in Kansas? Well, I got a few for you, my guy. LC's is a must, that's for sure. Slaps is pretty good. Q39. Do we need to continue?
If
No.
you guys want to see,
We are in.
If you guys want to see Sean and Will out there review a barbecue place, let us know in the comments here.
Oh, what's happening, my guy?
Oh, man. I think some of our best content that we're going to make is going to be our food content.
Oh,
LC's is what Chris Coons is asking. Is that is that the best place?
100% LC's. Good old fashioned Kansas City barbecue right there. Doesn't get any better.
Well, we got ourselves an good old fashioned barn burner here in this leg. 5.44 Ken Ripp, 5.33 Daryl Cortez. Is he going to go with the 16s? He does and takes them out. What a 7 mark from Ken. Looking primed to go up 4-3 into the break. Steve, that's a great comment.
Dude, it's so good. Anthony Bourdain went to LC's. Come on now. You know it's good food when Anthony Bourdain's going.
Well, we know what happened to him, so sorry.
Come on, Lip Curtain. Why are you gonna do me like that?
Well, you brought it up.
Face Fur, I hate you so much, man. And Ripp,
One bowl.
looking to go into this break with the
No. And this is some very doable winning darts. He didn't go for it. How do you not go for it? Oh, Daryl. He's getting told that right now. It's like, why didn't you go for that? And Ken's going to let him off the hook. So for a 4-3 lead for Daryl Cortez.
Oh, my goodness.
And the turntables do not turn.
Chances missed here in this one.
Not missed again. Ken Ripp's going to take this down.
Oh,
there it is. 4-3 lead for the Minnesotan. And that one, Daryl's smiling as it goes to the board. But that'll take us into our break where all of us are going to watch the interviews for the very first time. Thanks, Nick. And we'll be right back with more coverage of the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 right after this.
Yeah,
don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere from Cookie Duster and Will Stewart. We'll be right back with more.
Hi, my name is Ken Ripp. I am throwing out of Ducks Sports Bar and Grill tonight, and I throw with Midwest Coin Concepts in Minnesota.
Well, Rip City's ripping right in to the CSC. We got Ken Ripp here with us. We're super excited to have you on the show. Now, for those that are seeing you for the first time from the CSC perspective, can you give us a little background of how long you've been playing darts and what got you into the sport?
I've been playing darts probably over 30 years. I got started just with some bunch of friends traveling someplace. We stopped in a bar and kind of took a liking to it and just started playing leagues, and have just been continuing to be involved as much as I can for the last 30 plus years.
Tonight, you don't get an easy match either. You're playing Daryl Cortez, previous CSC finalist. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
To beat Daryl, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but I've played Daryl a couple of times in Chicago, and we've always come down to 1 or 2 darts. So Daryl's been kind of renting some space in my head for a while. So my goal is just to try to keep my mind clear, and just follow through with the things that I've been doing mentally. Hopefully my game will work out the way that it needs to, and my darts go where I need them to and not where I aim.
Let's say you run it back from this bracket here and you get all the way to the finals and come out on top. What would you do with that prize money if you won?
That prize money is going to get used to pay my credit card bills that I've been using this past year to travel all over the country. I've been Kansas City, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa. I've been touring around the country just enjoying life and getting the opportunity to play against some fantastic dart players. Had the chance to play against some PDC pros over this last couple of weeks. So that's probably where it's going to go.
And a good way to spend it. Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Big shout out to my wife, Julie. Thank you for letting me do this passion that I love. Shout out to Dead Man Darts for giving me an opportunity to do this. Shout out to Rick and Tyler to continue to push me. Midwest Coin for giving us an opportunity to join the PPD, and then to Duck's Pub for giving me a location to throw out of and moving the board so it's in a nicer spot for us.
Well, Ken Ripp City's taking the hockey this evening, going up against Diesel, Daryl, Cortez. And Ken, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Ken Ripp, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
My name is Daryl Cortez. I go by Diesel. Play out of the Stadium Sports Bar in Pasadena, Texas, and vendors Star City Amusements.
Well, Diesel, Daryl Cortez, welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series. As a previous finalist, how does it feel to be back for Season 5 of the CSC?
It feels good. I mean, I've had some long runs in it at the beginning, and then, kind of started falling off a little bit. I mean, it's not... I haven't been shooting consistent lately, so I mean, I'm up and down. I mean, I can throw some good marks out there, and then I can throw some bad ones. So
now tonight, I mean, you don't get an easy match either. You got Ken Ripp City Ripp as your opponent. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top here?
Man, I just don't have a game plan. I'm just going to go out and shoot. I mean, shoot the best I can. I mean, I started off strong against Randy White. Yeah, I started off strong at the beginning, and I kind of just completely fell off, and it wasn't any good towards the end. I just got to stay focused and give everything I had, try to keep going.
And right now, besides yourself, who do you consider the best player in Texas?
In Texas, well, I mean, average-wise, I got Soldier is average-wise best player in Texas, but Ram's right behind him.
Anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Oh, no, just appreciate everybody's support, all the people that come out to the stadium, everybody at the stadium for making things possible, for us to play and get these leagues going to get our TLC games and NDA games and all our stuff in. And I mean, everybody's supportive.
I got my gas can ready. I'm ready to fill up on diesel. Daryl Cortez taking on Ken Rip City Rip is going to be our match this evening. And Daryl, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
My name is Daryl Cortez, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, Leonard Gates certainly appreciates the love from Daryl Cortez. Well, folks, 4-3, Ken Rip. In this one so far, it's been a back and forth dueling battle. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera back better than ever for this remaining matchup. What do you think here, Sean?
Man, so far, Ken Rip is impressive. He's throwing a 4.38, Daryl Cortez a 4.68, and yeah, I just stole your stats for you.
Thanks, buddy.
And Ken with the lead. It's been chalk this whole time. It's going to take a lot to break the throw. Daryl had his opportunity, I think, in that last leg. Will he get more of them? That's the question.
Good question indeed. How about this, though? Going into the match, 4.38 for Ken. Coming out of those last 7 sets, 4.38. His average hasn't changed. That's kind of weird, but Daryl's he's 0.30 higher currently. We're going to see if this continues or if Ken possibly has a slump, Daryl has a slump, or they both increase. Who knows? Let's find out the rest of the way here. Share this around to your friends. Let them know we're still live here for this action between Ken Rip and Daryl Cortez. Your CSC Challenger Series Division 2 is continuing on.
Guys, let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. We got Wyoming in the house from Scott Hendrickson. What's up, brother? Leonard Gates, of course, tuning in from wherever he's playing darts right now. I'm going to guess back in Houston. And there's a big group behind Daryl Cortez watching along.
Oh yeah,
tonight. That's good to see.
Oh yeah, anytime you can get some support for you, it feels nice. It's gonna go a long way, and looks like the stadium is ready for this matchup between him and Ken Rip.
Oh man, look at that Texas dance floor there. I bet there's a little line dancing that goes on at that place.
Well, you get down to fiddle, and you. Oh, sorry, bad.
I can't even speak anymore. I can't speak.
You know what? I'm sure, just like you, there's some nice lip sweaters down there.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Ken Rip to change the subject immediately. Hey guys, AZ Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. If you leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page, you will be entered in for your chance, boom goes the dynamite, to receive a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. That's a dynamite deal if I've ever heard one.
Great
Englewood,
deals.
Florida.
Brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. You'd love it. Gotta love just tuning in and getting a chance to win some cool merch or even a gift card or something else from A to Z.
We got a couple Iowans in the chat. Ohio, South Dakotans. How about Des Moines, Iowa?
Des Moines. I love Des Moines. You're terrible. Nah, I think it's no, it's not. Is it Dubuque?
What?
Oh, Field of Dreams up there.
I don't know.
I think it's outside of Dubuque.
You can see Nick tuning in from the basement of Florida, known as Davenport. So it's the basement of the basement. I think it's called a sub-basement.
How about this? Ken Rip setting himself up to potentially steal a leg away here. Could be
Chelsea,
first big break.
Chelsea tuning in from Colfax, North Dakota. Is there snow there? That's the question. Looks like Ken's going to add some points. He just adds points. Does not go for the win there. Interesting.
Hey,
do you like it? Do you hate it?
I think he's just guaranteeing himself the opportunity to take this first big jump into the lead.
Yeah, this is a huge moment. 5-3 is it's a good time. See if he goes out the bowl here. You gonna stay? No, he went back to the points. I like it. She says no snow yet. All right.
I don't know if this has been said yet or not. Paul Otto losing to Richard Sturbins.
Okay.
And it looks like Jason Derby beat Larry Keith to
So
advance.
there's two of our final fours right there. Richard Sturbins and Larry Keith. We also have on the winner side Dwayne Johansson and Randy White playing. And then Brett Hollanday is taking on James Edwards currently right now. I know James is live with that over on his page. Don't leave, though. We got some great darts happening right here, right now, as Daryl Cortez takes the point lead back from Ken Ripp.
I'm not sure if this match happened this evening or another time. Mark Mears losing to Jordan Meyer.
I don't know. Hensley beat Brian Dennis tonight to meet Gates in the top four. That's from the Maloney Baloney himself.
Well, that makes it interesting. So Leonard Gates will take on Rick Kinsey. Maloney will take on Jeremiah Millar. So what a top four we have for you in Division 1. And how about this, folks? You heard it here first. We're getting both of those streamed. So I'm guessing one will happen this Monday. The next one will happen the following Monday.
More than likely, it will be Gates Hensley this Monday.
There we go. How about that? Entertainment in its highest form. Brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts.
Ken Ripp not getting it. So, is this the moment for Daryl Cortez to steal this one? Potentially. Oh.
You have to take your opportunities there. If you're Daryl Cortez. Ripp just need the one and some points. And some points. There he goes.
There it is. That's a break of throw, the first one of the evening, and Ken Ripp is now up to a 5-3 lead on Daryl Cortez. Yeah, look at the news. Everyone's excited about that news. Trent Wagner says, boom goes the streams, which, be careful. Let's knock on wood there, all right? Because we don't actually want the stream to go boom.
How about this? Brandon Neal, will Sean still have the lip holster next week? I'm afraid not. I think the wife's going to kick that one out for good.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there for Ken Ripp. We're up to 9 so far in this. Man, this one's setting up to be a much closer battle than we've seen so far this season on stream. I like it.
Yeah. So far, 6 for Ken Ripp, 3 for Daryl Cortez on the 9 marks, and we're getting really a close-knit battle. I think a lot closer than both of us anticipated happening.
I mean, I had it 9-6 for Daryl Cortez. You had it way worse, 9-4.
I know I shouldn't have been that dirty, but I did.
And so far, this has gone an interesting route.
The question I have for you guys here is, Daryl, almost every single leg that he has started, and even the legs where he isn't going first, it almost has consistently opened with a 7 mark. It's been a majority of his legs at this point, where his first 3 darts are a 7 mark. And if he's starting out strong and averaging higher after the break, why is the scoreline in Ken Ripp's favor?
Timing is my answer.
Timing, and when you take advantage or when you hit the shots. I mean, Ken did get the advantage with the start, and it's been win, lose, and then he just finally got the advantage. And look at that 9 mark there.
Yeah, Ken also has more 9 marks tonight, so he is timing those out correctly too.
Yeah, when you hit those in the perfect timing marks, it really can be detrimental to your opponent too, and just put them out of it. I mean, yeah, we'll say this. For the amount of 9 marks that Ken has been hitting, Daryl has been hitting a lot of 7s, 6s, a lot of those marks. So, he's right there or just off.
And look at that. The chat right there with me. It's like even Canada's making fun of me. That's never a good sign.
It's glorious. It's glorious. Come on, buddy. Come
Boom.
on, buddy.
That's a white horse there from
Oh
Ken
my
Ripp.
God, stop. Just
Yeehaw.
stop. That's mouth main for sure.
And Daryl's about to go down another leg against the throw. Ken Ripp is in fuego tonight. Caleb Butler asking, will you guys be streaming the Continental in Indy in October? No, we will all be at in Kansas City for TOC that weekend.
Oh, I didn't know Continental. I didn't know what he was talking about there with that one.
It's NATO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for specifying Flavor Saver.
Hey.
And about to do another one here with a 5+. Man,
I will say,
oh, go ahead.
the one thing that he's been a little bit hesitant on has been bowls. And that might come back to bite him eventually.
It very well could, but he's put himself out to a pretty good distance here. I would think mouth brow, but we'll figure it out.
And now this is getting a lot closer.
It is. Well, he put himself out by 43 points, but one big triple or one big double from Daryl could put it into perspective. Sorry. Triple. You can't triple that bowl.
Lissandro actually making a great point where Ken has thrown quite a few legs where he's thrown a lot of darts trying to take out the bulls. And that could be a reason for his average being a bit lower. It's a great point.
Okay, Ken's put himself out to a pretty good distance now. He should be able to take this out.
There it is. Double bull from Ken Ripp. It's now 6-3. He has doubled Daryl's lead. And this is where, if I do say so myself, my good friend John Part would say that this is that line where you're 3 legs away from winning if you're Ken Ripp, and Daryl Cortez is 3 legs behind Ken Ripp as well. So it's starting to get out of balance here for Daryl.
You guys see how Whiskers just rubbed that in our face right there? Oh, friends of John Part. 3-time world champion, John Part. Calm down, lip holster.
Whoa, Miss Lippy.
I would say you're Miss Lippy this evening.
It's Mr. Lippy to you.
6-mark opener for Ken. And you see, he closed out those 20s.
And Daryl just going to go to the 17s. He does like the bottom of the board quite a bit, those 1917s. Ken's just going to keep doing what Ken's been doing tonight. Is it another 9? It is. 9 marks the 19s for Kent and Ripp.
That is 9 this evening for Ken Ripp.
Y'all
thought I was nuts for this 20.5 scoreline. I think we could get close here.
The Texan makes it back-to-back. He sends it right back at him. Lucky number 13 on the 9 marks. I do like Mug Rug. That's a good one.
Mug Rug's a good one. Mug Rug is a good one. There's been a
Keep
lot of
looking
good
up.
ones this evening.
Yeah, if you guys are ever wondering if Will's not paying attention, he's not. He's just looking up more nicknames for mustaches.
I mean, I am paying attention halfway. It would be a prime time for Nick to show that lovely mustache once again.
No, not quite yet.
I mean, we deserve it, don't we? So people understand why we're giving you such garbageness. I mean, look at that beautiful Farva-esque mustache. Where have you seen that before? In every movie ever made.
Yeah, in every magazine with like People's Sexiest Man Alive magazine. Yeah.
Sean may have been a stunt double in the movie Miracle.
All right.
Definitely not the same movie, but okay.
Well, that's Dazed and Confused. I get it. I don't know. I don't think there were too many mustaches in Miracle. Just that one guy.
No,
just the guy who got cut at the end.
There's a few.
I think it's just the guy who gets cut at the end. Now you're starting to think about it. And I'm
I'm
right.
starting to think about it now. How about this? Rip's due for another one here. It looks
Ripping
like
off another leg.
And look at it, 6-0 here.
Chris McBarton Sr. He's stealing Cadillac converters. That's awesome. Oh boy. Does Ken play a lot of steel tip? Is that
Ken plays both, but Ken is very into both. So he frequents different tournaments. I mean, he's been to tournaments all around the country, honestly. It's crazy just how many tournaments I see him at.
He's throwing awesome tonight. A 5.84 in that leg, and he's winning 7-3.
Let's see here.
Well-
I'm pretty sure he was at DPFL and Shark Tank. So that's pretty impressive when you go to DPFL and Shark Tank. I mean, that's a steel tip, soft tip event right there. And he frequents many other tournaments.
And now Daryl starts off with a 2 mark. Ken goes straight to the 19s on dart 3. My goodness. Well, guys, if you think you can compete with this, and you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPT events like the CSC Challenger Series, players become eligible for those by playing in PPT leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. I've actually gotten the background on DRTs. Those things are difficult. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any locations with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. And it doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Boom goes the dynamite. Consistently playing 1 league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And I will say this. I talked to James Edwards this past week, and what he mentioned with the CSC Challenger Series and everything that's going along with it is just the fact that it's so cool for people to show up just to root him on. And we see that a lot, right? A lot of the background, you see all those players, and he even said, like, that's what made me nervous. It was nothing else. The amount of players that showed up to cheer for me, and me not wanting to put them down as Ken Ripp times another 9 mark beautifully. Wow. And so just a little insight there that I didn't really think about. Ooh, that was a good dart from Daryl Cortez. Just missed it.
Like Jamie Kopp did beat John Bunnell, if we haven't mentioned that one. Lip luggage, man. Ken keeps coming back, keeps storming here. And look at this, 6-7-5, and he's going whoop, whoop, whoop. I think he's got something. It's either a double or single. Just a single. So not over yet, though.
He did a little stretch in there.
Does he have one more to throw? Or oh yeah, he's got one more throw, so he could end this right now.
Sierra Edwards in the chat. James Edwards beat Brett Hollanday tonight. So Brett Hollanday moves to the loser side. That is last season's defending champion. So James Edwards now in the top 4. I try to tell y'all.
Wow, that's a big win for James Edwards. How about this, though? Ken Ripp just continues to perform here. 4.29 coming out of the break, 4.88, 5.84, 6.0 here in this one for an 8-3 lead. He is throwing heat this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's honestly been extremely impressive. And if you're Daryl Cortez, sometimes you run into a buzzsaw, right? And Ken Ripp is definitely buzzsawing tonight. The over-under 9 marks was 20.5, right?
Yeah, and I mean, hey, if we had a few more legs, this could get real close to the number. We'll see if we can get there.
We still could.
Daryl Cortez got to start lighting it up. He's found a couple marks here. Ken's unfortunately found a slight dip, at least for a round or two. See if he can produce, but I don't know. Don't forget, A to Z Darts is featuring the Unicorn Pro Tech Series as their September Dart of the Month. Receive a free goodie bag with each Unicorn Pro Tech Darts purchase and 15% off the range. Do we got another one, good one coming in?
Nope, I'm just standing up and doing a standing ovation for you remembering to read this.
You're just very welcome. 7 mark from Kid Rip. You can also take advantage of their Win More Zanati on sale, ending soon, September 13th. Click the banner on their homepage to get 10% off the Zanati darts range, or check out the new Red Panda Fit Flights over at A2ZDarts.com. I haven't seen those. I need to check them out.
I haven't seen those either, and it sounds really good. Yeah, Paul Otto in the chat saying I lost to Rich Sturbins in the other top 8 match, 9-8 last leg decider. It's a great match by Rich. So both those guys have been throwing very well this CSC season. And yeah, so here's the deal. The winner of tonight gets the winner of another great battle, and that is Tyler Hensey, Eric Ludke. So
they're
Tyler
going
Hensey,
on. They're going on the background. So is Todd Wegman and Devin Hunter.
okay.
So two matches going on in the background that you potentially watch after this one. That could be appetizing. Makes for a longer evening of darts.
I played Devin Hunter remotely a couple weekends ago.
There you go.
Those were quick matches.
How about this from Ken Ripp? Another big clutch 6 mark this time. Take the lead and gain the house advantage. But how
Daryl
long?
fighting back.
Yep. Trying to, at least. Just
You're
seems
throwing a
like
5.0 going first in Division 2, and you're losing.
Ken's timing is there, though.
Yeah. He's trying to make us say, Rick Hensey who?
Man, I figured all the travel would eventually start catching up to Ken. Maybe we didn't see him throw his best here this evening with a little CSC jitters for the first stream, but man, he's solid here. He's going to text me back and say, how dare you, Will?
No, this is great stuff. Tried to go at the 16s, hits a single 7. Will that be the dart that makes the difference in this leg? Maybe. But probably not, as Daryl hits a white horse of neighbors along with the trip 16. And it seems like, again, we're finding ourselves in a CSC stream situation where we continue to have not really close matches, bud.
I guess so. Seems like we're in that just little dip where we can't get to a last leg decider, and they've just been kind of quick ones. We've had fairly quick ones throughout. Our longest stream is like an hour. Well, I think we almost reached the 2-hour mark once.
Yeah, and that was a 96.
We did have Derby and Ray Morgan go pretty deep.
I think that was 9-6 or 9-7.
Yep.
Well, here we go. Daryl Cortez hits 5 bulls to take the point lead by 1 point, which means Ken has to throw. Oh, he's going bulls first. Now he can't win it, and he's frustrated with himself. So Daryl Cortez is going to get a pretty decent look here. What a great last start, though, from Ken Ripp.
Yes, definitely so. Just to kind of try to put something on the board after a mental error there. He's going to get a look, though. How about that?
Yeah.
Ken
that
Ripp
might be it.
For the match.
Yeah, this is one of those score lines that you probably couldn't predict. Ken Ripp. Hats off. Take a bow, sir. 9-3 victory over defending finalist. Well, a former defending finalist in Daryl Cortez. 9-3. What a battle. Wow.
Not a single leg lost after our break. Incredible.
It was 4-3 going in the break, bud. How crazy is that? Wow. I don't even have a lot of words other than Ken Ripp. You showed up tonight, buddy, and you showed out. Tyler Hensey up 5-4 right now in his match. Again, Ken Ripp will get the winner of that one. But the real winner tonight are the viewers.
Us. Yeah, he started. He went into the break with a 4.38 average. He came out of this match with a 4.74 average. So pretty impressive stuff there.
Wow.
After the break from Ken Ripp, he just found his groove. I don't know if he continued to practice during that break or what he did. Maybe went to the restroom, grabbed a water, grabbed a shot. Who knows? But hey, it worked for you. Do it again next time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most impressive we've seen someone play out of the break.
Yeah.
To raise their average that much that was some serious darts, and Daryl Cortez just didn't have an answer.
No, he really didn't. He really didn't. It's unfortunate, but hey, I mean that's how sometimes some nights go for you. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. That's how it goes, you know. So.
Oh, I know a lot about that.
Yeah, you would, lip sweater.
That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, as they say.
The old cookie duster.
Man, so the only top 4 match that we do not have in the books yet is Dwayne Johansson and Randy White.
Mhm.
The other 3 are set. That is Jason Derby, that is James Edwards, and that is Richard Sturbins. And then Ken Ripp stays alive. Chris Watson's still staying alive too. Do not forget about him on that loser side. He has everyone right where he wants them. Lose first match, win 10 straight, champion. Let's go. You know?
Yeah, exactly. He's you never know what could happen with him. He may have a good bracket to go through. We'll find out. But it's the CSC Challenger Series, baby. What more could you ask for?
A lot of firepower this season, bud.
Definitely.
A lot of firepower. Hey, by the way, this is the season 5 jersey. Look at how beautiful this thing looks, man.
That looks fantastic. Almost better with the mustache going on there.
Whatever takes the focus off the stash, right?
The lip luggage tonight, it's just the mouth mane. It's phenomenal, my guy. I think you should keep with it for the rest of time. You know, face fur is your thing. Why not?
I don't think so, because my wife will never allow it. She will
Come on,
divorce me
Stash.
beforehand, and it's not worth the divorce.
Then you can lead in every interview with "I must ask you a question" at TOC. Come on, brother. It'd be fun.
Man.
And
Listen,
then
I'm
you can
just
take it to
excited.
school tomorrow. It'd be so glorious.
I go from favorite teacher to least favorite teacher, just like that, just by looks alone.
Oh
You know?
my goodness! Come on, folks. What do you say?
Hey.
Alrighty.
Monday, let's do this real quick. Monday, we're gonna have either Mike Maloney, Jeremiah Millar, or Leonard Gates,
Rick
Rick Hensey.
Yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't
That's a
know.
tough.
Let's
That's
figure
a
it
tough
out.
top 4.
Either way, it's going to be an exciting one. You should definitely
Yeah.
tune in and join us for our next, quite a few CSC Challenger Series as we run through the gauntlet of battles coming up. So it's going to be Gates Hensey coming up, as
There you
says
go.
Mike Maloney. So there we go. Gates Hensey Monday night. Join us for CSC Challenger Series Division 1, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts from Will Stewart, Lip Sweater, and Nick DeShera. We'll see you next time for more action.
Have a great night, guys.